All right, Sarah, take a look at yours. Alrighty, so looks like we need just a little bit more confidence on where everything's going. You do have it set up. Just need to keep going. This angle's a little bit too much, so I'm gonna try to get it straight, roughly. And then I would say about 10 degrees, at least for a relaxed head position, is enough. Okay. And I'm going to send that up, go to the top, merge it down. Okay. And Dynamesh it together. And now I'm just going to use my move brush and just start moving things around. All right. Smoothing things out. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Okay. So first thing we need to do is find our eyes, make sure those are currently in the right place. Okay. So let's take a look at this cranium. We need to bring some things out, knock some things back, bring some things forward. Okay. And this needs to kind of be leveled off right here. We got the zygomatic right there. Got the top edge right there. Bring that down. Bat masseter. Knock in these sockets. Okay, so now these eyes are too big. Somewhere around there. And probably move it back as well. Okay. Get this glabella going, nasal bone. Turn this transparency off. Okay. And we can build up over the eyes. Dynamesh, build up. Dynamesh. And just setting everything up, in terms of the skeletal structure. Not worried about the muscle just yet. Okay. And get the separate the esophagus from the muscles of the neck. Knocking that Adam's apple, just sketching around, making sure everything's there, and then we can check the proportions later. All right. We need to have a barrel of the mouth. Chin needs to be in front of that. When we look up at the chin, it should have a horseshoe type shape. Okay. Knocking that chin. Get that going. Have this front plane after the malar eminence where the where your cheek takes its turn right here, right? You gotta make sure that's adhered to and that it's not falling behind. Next thing is our head's coming to a point. So I'm just gonna emphasize this temporal side of the orbit. Make sure this is going in towards the eye. And our infraorbital furrow is in front of that. Okay. There. Two. Bump it down. Okay. And now what we can do is separate the frontal bone. Right there. We can add a, see how this is going away like that? Kind of want it to come in for a little bit more aggressive tone. Mesh. Get my inflate brush. And try to fix that up a bit. Okay, so let's revisit this cranium a bit. It's getting a little bit lost. And smooth that out. It's really wobbly here. I'm going to fix that angle of the jaw. Make sure our zygomatic's not just going off into the cranium. Fill in this area. That going. And get that master in. And all that good stuff. Okay. And just going to make sure there's a distinction between the chin and the mandible here. Before we move on, put in that muscle. Okay. And then again, with if we want to represent someone who's a little bit more muscular, we got to make sure that the neck is supporting that idea. Okay. And just a little bit too blocky for me. Ready? So something like that. Yeah. Gonna emphasize that a little bit more. And gonna lengthen, bring that nose down a bit. And fix that up. Throw in a little buccal fat. Okay. But yeah, that's what I would do for you. Get all this stuff set up. So what we have and what you came in with. Okay. So hopefully you can get up to speed with that. Hopefully you can follow, pause. I would pause the video with like every stroke and try to replicate all this just so you can get the muscle memory down, because generally that's what this is in terms of building up volumes and sending them back and smoothing it and how much pressure I'm applying to my pen as I do that. I mean, it's a lot of muscle memory. So you just have to develop that. And that's the reason that we're going through all these speed sculpts. So you can develop that motor memory by just doing something as fast as you can and making as many mistakes as possible, because that will allow you to learn quicker, right? Which is the whole point of speed sculpting, right? And to see how that mouth is coming to a point, and we don't want it flat, right? It's not flat, but we don't want it coming to a point either, okay? So imagine the teeth in here pushing all that fat, and orbicularis oris and muscle and lip fat and all this stuff forward, right? Okay, there we go. Something like that. There we go. Okay.